Welcome to Sew April. Today, this will be my beginner series, episode 1 on how to learn to sew. In this episode, I will show how to thread the sq9185 from Brother, and I will also show how to wind the bobbin. I know a lot of my viewers already know how to use a sewing machine, but this is for people that do not know how to do any of that. And, you have to learn somehow. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start my channel, is to be able to show people how to do stuff. So, I hope you enjoy this video. So first of all, make sure your sewing machine is plugged in. Make sure your foot pedal's plugged in. This machine doesn't even need a foot pedal. It has an arrow here, and if you do not have the foot pedal plugged in, you can just use your finger, which sometimes is nice to do. And mine's kind of worn out because I do like that feature. I got used to it for a while and I didn't even use my foot pedal. But anyway, so let's go over the basics. So first thing is you turn your sewing machine on. Now I realize in the video you will not be able to see my screen because it's kind of, I guess the light is blocking it out. There's 0, 0, and I usually like 0, 1. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's a longer stitch. Okay, so first thing is you pick the thread that you want. This is just a regular thread. Oh, I don't know why I've got 2 deals of thread here. Let's see. Okay, I must have had it drop at one point. So, you only want to have 1 piece of thread. And this is actually a Janome embroidery thread. I'm using this because it's got a slight green and I'm hoping it'll show up on the white fabric. You can use regular cotton thread or polyester, whatever you choose to use. So, the first thing we will do is wind the bobbin, because you need that before you thread the machine. And this one, you slide this little thing over and the little piece comes off. Do not lose that. And I have a colored bobbin. I had got these on Amazon. I like the colored ones because sometimes if it's clear you can't see it when it rolls on the floor, and it's just kind of fun. So you put the thread, see how the thread is underneath? I like the thread to go in the back, and then you put it on the spool, and then you put the spool cap on. I know this one's too big, but I lost the smaller one. And then I like to, there's different holes here. I like to put it in the little circle one. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little circle hole. I like to put it in one of the top ones here. And it just goes through like that. I'm really hoping you can see, it's just through the top thread. And then I hold that, and then I pull it here, and it goes underneath. There's a little catch here when you thread your machine. I feel like my hands are in the way. And then this goes around this little circle thing. It just goes right around, and then you kind of tug it to get it right in there. It's like a tension disc. And then my thread is still through the top, and I push it down. Do not let go of this thread. Then you slide it over, and then you push your foot pedal. I let it go a little bit, and then I go ahead and just cut that off the top. Oh, this machine also has speed. I like to use fast when I'm threading the bobbin. I probably won't thread the whole thing just so we can get through this a little quicker. Okay, and there we go. So then, after it's done, you hold the thread, see how it's just like that, and you put it right into the machine. Now this machine, I don't know how much you can see, it has a little circle piece right here that you thread it through. Just go up and down. It goes down through this little catch and up and around. And then that is done. And then you put your little plastic piece back on. And then you take it out of this disc. And since I already have it through, let me turn this, I already have it through this little piece here, we're going to thread the machine now. Then it goes back behind this, right here, underneath of this. And then we go down. This machine actually has numbers. Let's see. There's one is this little catch, and that goes under here. And then this is step 2. 3 says you go up through here, and then you turn your knob until it's the little metal things all the way at the top, and you slide it back and you go around and it will catch onto the metal piece. And then you go down, and then on the needle there's a little metal bar right here. You go below, behind the bar, if I can do that. And this machine has an automatic threader. I will show you how to do it in case you have this machine. This is the Brother sq9185. I love this machine so much. Well, the automatic threader, the way I do it is I put the thread over top and then loop it underneath this arm here, and then you push it down. Oh, your needle has to be at the top. Okay. You put it over the bar and then under the hoop right there, and then you just hold your thread towards it. Oh, it has to be in the right direction. And then you pull, and it'll have a little piece in the back, and then you pull it and you thread it like that, and then you just push it in the back. I know a lot of people don't have an automatic thread holder, so we will do it the old-fashioned way. If I can see, my head will probably get in the way. So basically, this machine, the needle hole, let's talk about the needle. I will use this to take the needle out. There's a screw right here, and you loosen it. Now you have to hold the needle when you loosen it. This machine has a flat side on one side of the needle and a round on the other. It is very important, if your needle has that or your machine requires it, to make sure that you put the needle in the same way that it's supposed to be in there. My industrial machine has round on all of it, so I have to make sure the needle goes in a specific way. This machine, the needle, the flat side goes on this side right here, and the needle hole is straight through. So when I thread it, I go down through the bar and I go straight through the needle. Now I'm going to put the needle back in. You hold it very carefully and you put it down below the foot right there, and then you kind of feel for the little hole in there to make sure you get it in the proper spot. That's easier said than done. Let's see if I can find the right spot. I never have problems until I do a video. Okay. Got it in there. And now you tighten it. And you want to make sure that you tighten it very well. you do not want the needle to come undone. Do not break it, but you do not want it to get loose and get sucked down in your machine. This machine also has a lever in the back here. It uses snap-on feet, and so you lift the lever up and your foot pedal, your feet can come off. This is so you can change the feet. I like this feature on this machine. Then if you put it on there, you just, let's do that again. You put the foot down there, the feet, foot, whatever, and then you lower your foot pedal lever and it will snap onto it. Alright, let me go ahead and thread this. If I can see. Alright. I think I should have my daughter help me thread them when I'm doing a video, because I'm older and my eyesight is not as good as it used to be. Okay, so your machine is threaded. This does have a compartment that you can put other threads in here, and other, this is the zipper, or not the zipper, the buttonhole attachment, and you can put other bobbins in here as well. So let's go ahead and stitch something. You put the foot lever down. Like I said, I have it on level 1. The numbers are what shows you what stitches that you're going to do. This machine also has like embroidery letters. You can do any alphabet and some special designs up here as well. This button right here is my favorite button, and it is amazing. It is what's called the needle up, needle down button. If you can't see it in the video, I will insert a picture. What this button does is, while you're sewing, and say you have to make a sharp turn, like say you're making a pillow and you need to make a sharp turn, this button, you make sure that the needle is in the down position, and when you sew, it'll stop in the down position. So all you have to do is lift your lever and then turn it, and you will not have any skip stitches. I feel that's very important. Okay, let's go ahead and sew a little. Okay, now I have to wind it up and then slide it and cut to cut the stitches. Now, if you can see, this machine stitches absolutely beautiful. That's one of the benefits of having the computerized. It has the set-in stitches to where you will have a nice stitch every time. Unless you are sewing with different fabrics and you need to change the tension, you would change that on here. You can easily, or right here, you can change the stitch length right here, or the width right here. Now, this also changes the tension, and when I do free motion embroidery, I believe I have it on 0 or 9. Let's see, I have a piece of paper in here that I try to keep for my free motion. Yeah, I have it all the way up to 9. That's how I do it. But normal stitches are 3 to 4 on most projects. Let's see, what else can I think of? Okay, so that's your length and width. And when I say length and width, the length would be how long you want the stitches, and the width is if I'm doing a zigzag. Let's do a zigzag. So number 5 is a zigzag. So I change this to 5, and I have the correct foot pedal. This one will work with a zigzag. And the stitches, this one's already on 5. Let's lower it for demonstration purpose. So, let's see what it shows. I didn't push my thread in the back. Okay. And now I'm going to change it back up to the 5. Push your foot up, or your foot pedal lever up, and then you turn the knob, and so that is the difference between changing the width. Makes it small to big, and you can use that depending on whatever project you need to have a wider width. I think that's basically it for the first of the series. So episode 2, I have had a request from one of my sisters, and that will be for how to download a PDF pattern. A lot of the pattern companies online, the indie patterns, have really good patterns, and a lot of people don't know how to download a pattern. So we will go over how to download it, how to print it, and how to cut and tape it together. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope it's been helpful to someone. I figure if at least I help someone learn how to sew, then that is a great gift. So, anyways, till next time, go sew something. Bye.